My name is Aoife. For the last 25 years, I've been a broadcaster in Ireland, and I have absolutely no background in bodywork. I discovered Cranio-Sacral Therapy after the birth of my first son. I had a traumatic emergency cesarean section, and after going through a number of treatments, I found that it accelerated the healing process. It helped me come to terms with what had happened, and basically it changed everything for me after the birth of my eldest son. So I continued going for Cranio-Sacral Therapy for the last 15 years or so. I was really intrigued by it and how the process worked, and I couldn't really understand it. I purchased Thomas's book, I think during lockdown, and was trying to figure out what was happening in this process that was so profound and had made such a big difference in my life. And very kindly, a practitioner that I knew, who was a friend as well, gave me some insight and helped me start on this journey to training to be a craniosacral therapist. I came to the college because it was highly recommended by a practitioner that I knew, and I really trusted her. And that was a massive advantage because I really trusted this process and Thomas's approach to craniosacral therapy. So from the very beginning of my journey with the college, I was very engaged in the process, and I knew it was going to be transformative. I just didn't understand who was going to be transformed. I thought, my intention initially was coming to learn this training to help others, but I found out that just like a parent on an airplane, the first person you have to put the air mask on is yourself before you help others. And that's what the college has done for me. It has put on the oxygen mask and allowed me to come to terms with many things that have happened to me in my life, really meet those things. I had done very little personal development before I attended the college. I had very little awareness of it, to be honest. And being here and realizing that the college don't want to just produce practitioners, but they want to really help you become the best version of yourself so that you can be a responsible practitioner with a very well-rounded approach to whatever you're going to meet in your practice, whether that's trauma rooted work or emotional issues, physical issues, illnesses, injuries. You're ready to deal with all of them at the end of the training, because you come to terms with those issues in your own past, and that frees you as a practitioner so that you are able to meet those things in others and support them and help them resource themselves through craniosacral therapy. So for me, it has been transformative on a personal level, and I'm looking forward to seeing this work affect the lives of others as I go out into the world with it. So the course itself is very broad. There's a lot in it. It may be a foundation course, but it's a very comprehensive foundation course, and you understand quickly that this is the beginning of, possibly for some of us, a lifelong journey of learning. I really loved the emphasis on the scientific aspect, the anatomy, the pathology, the responsibility to really understand the human body, because that is the instrument through which you're working. And as a practitioner, that's going to be really important, and that really helps build your confidence as a practitioner. We will always be learning about the body. It's an endless journey, but the college really emphasizes the importance of the anatomy, understanding the anatomy. And then in terms of the work itself, in terms of cranio-sacral therapy, that then is layered on top of that. So you're adding in all of these different layers of knowledge to build a comprehensive picture in your treatment. The tutor team and Thomas himself, wow, where to begin? They've been amazing, so supportive, have been able to give me personally space when I needed it, but also to come in and give me support as well. And they were able to meet me at every stage at exactly where I was in the process. So I never felt I was being rushed to a conclusion, because as you go through the process, it's like a caterpillar building the cocoon in the beginning, and so many changes happen, and it takes time for those changes to integrate and for you to come to realizations, but you're allowed to do that in your own time, which makes the learning process feel very natural, and suddenly it just starts to come to you, and the work that you've done on yourself starts to show up in your life. And I think that wouldn't happen without the tutor team that we have. They're so passionate about the work, but they are also really passionate about their students, and you feel really supported. Every tutor has a different approach, a different personality, a different past, and they're all bringing in additional strands of knowledge, information, experiences, and they can share those freely with the class at any moment, which really enriches the experience. And then of course there's Thomas. His approach to teaching cranio-sacral therapy has made it so accessible. Truth is usually very simple, and the truth of cranio-sacral therapy delivered by Thomas is very simple and clear. There's no ambiguity, there's no ethereal, unclear descriptions. Everything is really brought into very clear focus by Thomas and his approach, so that you will be able to grasp the concept because of the clarity in the way that he presents the information. And I don't think you'd find that very readily in many other places, and that comes from just his depth of experience and really knowing his stuff, and being so willing to share it with us as well, because there are many people who understand a skill or who have knowledge, but it's a whole other skill to be able to transmit that knowledge, teach people, and empower them to use the information as well. So he's extremely generous, as are all of the tutors, and I highly recommend the college. If you're thinking of doing this training, do it. Engage. Trust the process. Trust Thomas and the team. They're wonderful. They'll catch you as you fall, and they'll lift you as you rise. It's an amazing process. It will change your life, as it has mine, without a doubt. It frees you, it empowers you, and it puts your feet back on the ground.